Okay, I have a few patches pulled up here. This first one is an example of the last idea we talked about when we were talking about cross modulation and the possibility of double modulating pulse width. So I've got the LFO working on pulse width for both oscillators, and then I've got cross modulation to pulse width 1. And it just makes this banana sound. Also, I've got the hall reverb turned way up. So you hear all that wild stuff happening in there to the sound. So that's just an example to follow up. I found that it was one that I had made. I was looking for this one, actually. So it's a cute little pluck. What do we do with a cute little pluck? Well, we can use the Arpeggiator. And you can hear there's some subtle low frequency modulation of the filter frequency, but that's a good beginner introduction to the Arpeggiator. It's fairly straightforward. If you read, we've got 3-octave range, and there's lots of things we can do with it in terms of the modes. So it's up only, and down, and up and down, random, and then a sign just plays it in whatever order you push down the notes. So you can hear me adding notes, and they're sort of fitting in. Okay. Also, a good example of what's happening here is I've got the pan spread knob turned up to about there. It's pretty subtle at this point. But you hear the voices are bouncing around. If we put on a pad and we turn the pan, let's turn that release to reasonable. Okay, and you'll hear some delay happening over here. So if we turn the pan spread way up, use all 6 voices, what it's doing is making the sound wider because it's actually panning the 6 voices around. So this is sort of the secret of really good pads. You know, it turns the you spread them out wide enough and they start to sound big. Same thing with Detune. What this does is, these are analog oscillators, but they stay in tune pretty well. So what the Detune knob does is sort of gives it a little bit of that Moog I'm falling out of tune thing. And you can go pretty crazy with it. And so you hear it gets a little too far, but a little bit goes a long way here. Okay, so I hope that gives you some ideas.